Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Criterion Connection. I'm Wade.
And I'm Joe.
And I know I said last week that we were going to do Mishima.
We also found out there's 5 weeks in May, I think, right?
Yeah. This is not Mishima, if you couldn't tell. It's been a busy week. Our boy who's been on this show, Scott, got married, and we had his bachelor party, and just like, the whole week has been entirely busy. And when I got home from his wedding last night, I was like, I don't want to watch Mishima.
I also, prior to the bachelor party, had my dentist appointment where I got a bunch of stuff done, so it's been an interesting week.
Yeah, so we didn't do it. So we're doing a movie that we've both seen, and it's been on our list. I know Scott wanted to do it with us, but, well, he's on his honeymoon, so he ain't going to do it. His wedding changed schedule and things. So today we are doing a little Kevin Smith movie, the only Kevin Smith Criterion movie until Tusk comes out on Criterion. Anyway, we're doing Chasing Amy, which is spine number 75.
One of the early ones.
Yes. Yeah. And it's funny because I just noticed it now. I've owned this DVD for years. Years. Since DVD was a big thing, right? Ben Affleck does not have a goatee on this cover. But in the entire movie, he has a goatee. I guess they wanted to show that little butt chin thing.
I don't know.
Anyway.
He might have been working on his next movie by the time they took that picture.
Yeah, anyway, it's a Kevin Smith movie. It's Kevin Smith, whose career started from a Criterion movie, Slacker. So that's kind of interesting.
I forgot he worked on that.
He didn't work on it.
He did?
He watched Slacker. He's like, I could make a movie.
Oh, I thought he worked on it.
Yeah, so that changed his outlook. And if you look at his filmmaking,
I thought he was like an assistant or something.
No, if you look at his filmmaking, it's very Slacker-esque.
Clerks is.
Yeah.
Clerks very much is.
So, this is what I consider the end of Kevin Smith's relationship trilogy, because you have Clerks, Mallrats, and Chasing Amy all deal with relationships. Well, I guess Dogma deals with a relationship with God, I guess.
And Clerks 2.
Yeah. Well, in this one, it's like Clerks, you have, Dante's trying to figure out, should he stay with his current girlfriend or go back with a nostalgic past? Mallrats is about dealing with a breakup and trying to get back together. This one is basically the inception of a relationship and the eventual destruction of a relationship.
And it's not a normal relationship.
Yeah.
It's very one-sided.
And it's both relationships. It's him and Banky and Holden and Alyssa. That's pretty much what that is.
Yeah. Part of the View Askew universe.
Yes.
So that's always fun.
Yes.
So you got your Jay and Silent Bob here.
They make a small appearance. They're not huge.
No, and that's why a lot of people I think forget that this isn't casual fans. I think forget that this is a part of that.
Even though they're in the cover, they're only in one scene.
Yeah.
And it's a very prominent scene too.
It's the the revelation scene.
It's once again Kevin Smith. Silent Bob once again gives someone a relationship advice.
Yeah.
And where the title drop is, boom, title drop right there. Yeah. There's a lot of. I was gonna say something until I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, it's basically about a comic book team, best friends, and a woman gets involved with there, and the woman is not a normal. She's not in a normal sense of what Holden thought it was.
Right.
He thought that she was really digging him. Turns out she was just friendly.
Well, they get along really well.
Yeah, and he
really hits it off with her, and he falls in love with her.
Yeah. They had a shared moment.
And that's kind of where the maturity of this movie is really interesting, despite a lot of the jokes that are written in. The way the plot's set up and handled is really, really mature, where he falls in love with her. And this is, what was this, early 2000s, late 90s? No, it's late 90s.
Late 90s.
Yeah.
96?
No, it's a little later than that.
97, sorry, 97. That was close.
But, you didn't have a huge representation of the lesbian gay community in films, and this one kind of goes head on with it, and you find out that she's actually a lesbian. And not interested in Holden in that way at all, just a friend, Yeah. And it's Holden understanding that and dealing with it, and also, with the subplot of Banksy as well, because of his rivalry for Holden's attention with, I forgot her name already. Alyssa. Thank you. His rivalry for Holden's attention with her. And it's, I don't know, it's a really...
And they allude that Banky might be, he might be actually bisexual.
Yeah.
This also deals with bisexuality, too.
Yeah, a lot. Well, I believe Alyssa alludes to the fact that she used to be with men.
Yeah.
And then realized that she was more into women.
Yeah, because they had the story. We're talking about those stories.
The Jaws...
Yeah.
The Jaws homage, which is great.
Yeah.
Where they're comparing scars, not with shark encounters, but with sexual encounters.
Yeah, it's so good. Hooper X is also great.
Yeah.
He's always like, talking about the Archie story about how Archie and Jughead are gay. And Banky's like, let's do a poll. And, this also has another thing with View Askew. It has Brian O'Halloran playing another Hicks character.
Yeah,
This was Jim Hicks, I believe. He was the comic book person. With Matt Damon behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this also is, I think, it's hard to tell if this is the best Jason Lee performance in a Kevin Smith movie, because he's done a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
I still think Brody is still his best, but... and Azrael's pretty good, too.
Yeah.
But I think this is one of Ben Affleck's best performances in Chasing Amy. This is before he became, Ben Affleck.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's up there, certainly. Yeah. I think he's put in a lot of great performances.
This guy's Kevin Smith, on the show we talk about, cinematography. It's amazing. Oh man, Stalker has amazing cinematography.
This is kind of your...
Kevin Smith isn't known for cinematography.
Yeah,
he's known for characters.
It's just kind of by the numbers. He's known for his writing more than anything, and it's an extremely well-written movie.
Oh, yes.
That tackles a lot of interesting subject matter and really kind of shows how people can, get along and understand each other.
It's got an interesting ending.
Oh, yeah.
It's got, it felt like a real ending. It felt like this is what happens in real life. Relationships kind of just... And you run into them like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
It's a very
I love the ending.
Yeah.
Because you see where all those main characters are now in their lives.
Yeah.
And just kind of having a more... with distance comes kind of healing and understanding and all that. Yeah.
And then of course all these things come out. They reveal the true ending in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. With at the end of the movie, you see Banky and Hooper. You see Alyssa. You don't see Holden. Well, Holden doesn't give a crap. He just sells his rights. That's all he does.
But he's in Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, he just sells his rights.
Yeah.
That's all he did.
He shows on the internet.
He shows on the internet. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he shows on the internet.
Yeah.
He becomes pivotal for Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
He is the plot. He's what starts the plot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a movie that's never going to be on Criterion.
You never know.
You never know.
You never know.
Well, Will Sasso's... Will Sasso.
Will Ferrell.
Will Sasso.
Okay. Got Mad TV on the brain.
Yes, I do. So that's what I think about. Buy, rent, or sell. Buy, rent, or skip.
Buy, rent, or sell.
I drank a little bit last night. I'm not really in there right now.
I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say buy. I think it's a really good. It's a great movie from the '90s. It's
the most mature Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah, and it still has that touch of humor, but it also has that touch of sadness and just kind of longing that I think makes the movie more realistic and relatable for a lot of people. And it's a real it's probably his high point in his writing that he had done, and at this point, after you had Clerks, after you have Mallrats, and then Chasing Amy comes out, people thought Kevin Smith was untouchable and on a completely like huge rocket ship up in his career.
And then Dogma was pretty.
I love Dogma. Dogma is
Yeah.
probably the most overlooked Kevin Smith movie.
Yeah.
I would love to see that on Criterion at some point because I don't know if it'll make it.
Push a lot of buttons. I feel like Clerks should be on Criterion. It should.
I believe Solo pushes some buttons too, personally.
Yeah, and Solo.
And there might be a few others. On
And
the
Solo
Criterion
isn't
collection.
as good as Dogma.
But yeah, Dogma I think is worthy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are you?
Now,
what
Jersey
are you gonna
Girl.
Say? What are you gonna say?
Oh, anyway, I say bye.
Buy rent or skip.
I own it. I've owned it for years. I say buy it. I mean, I pretty much own every Kevin Smith movie, I believe, except up to probably Clerks 2.
Clerks 2?
Oh, Red State. I have Red State, yeah. So,
I've never seen Red State.
I do not own Tusk.
You sure?
Yeah. Anyway, so I say buy. And you say buy, so go buy it. It's actually pretty cheap to buy. Relatively cheap.
As far as I know, the only release is the Criterion ones. So,
Yeah. Sound Film Struck on the thing, but I mean, like this.
you can find it real cheap.
Yeah.
Real cheap.
Yeah.
Probably a few bucks.
Yeah, buy it.
On DVD at least.
Buy it. I don't think it's on Blu-ray.
I've seen Blu-rays,
Oh, really?
but I don't know if they're Criterion.
Oh, Criterion re-release.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. So that's our thoughts on Chasing Amy. Let us know in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe so you get more of these Criterion Connection episodes. Next week we are definitely doing Mishima. Sorry for those who have come to see Mishima this week, but you know it's been a busy week. Life happens.
Life has 4 chapters.
And I'd rather put an episode out this week than just be blank and you're like, what happened and stuff. So we put an episode out for you guys. Every week.
We needed to figure something out for the 5th week anyway.
Yeah.
Might as well
Yeah.
throw this in here. We both know it.
Yeah.
We both love it. We get to talk about it, and then we'll just do Mishima and the next one. I didn't want to give it away
Well,
yet.
let's do it because you know
All right.
we missed this week with
You're
Mishima.
pushing me, but okay.
Okay, so next week we're doing Mishima. The week after that, the last week of May, we're doing Midnight Cowboy. Yeehaw, right?
Yeah,
I regret saying that right now.
you will.
I've never seen the movies. I have no clue what you're talking about. So yeah, stay tuned for that next week, and then June we have a whole slew of movies that we're talking about to do. So yeah, please subscribe. Please hit that bell so you get every notification that this episode or these episodes go up.
Yeah, and everything else we do as well.
Yes. So until next time, we will see you